how's it going, everyone? I hope you all are having an amazing day. Now, yes, before I start this video, I am wearing a robe. One, because I'm cold as fuck, and two, you boy want to look fly. That's besides the point. Just to get the elephant out of the room, just because I'm cold as shit. All right, but this video isn't about me or what I'm wearing. This video is about every manga I've completed. Now, I've noticed gathering all the manga for this video, I haven't completed that many series. 99% of the series I am reading currently is ongoing or just manga I just haven't finished yet. Or at least finished collecting yet. But I have, I think, what is it, 8 series? 8 out of my entire collection that I've actually fully completed. Some of them are kind of cheating, but you can't have fun without a little bit of cheating. You know what I mean? You know, if you think cheating's for pansies, you're a pansy. I'm sorry. Before I start this video, according to YouTube, 72% of you guys that watch these videos are not subscribed. That's a lot of people. So if you like this video and you'd like to see more of these kind of videos, scroll down and hit that subscribe button for me. We're close to 1,000 subs. Thank you guys so much. Without further ado, let's start talking about every manga I've completed. Now, when I mean cheating, there are 2 series in this video that have only 2 and 3 volumes, but I am going to call it complete. I am not counting one-shots whatsoever, though. So I guess, you know, I have my limits. I have my limits, but my limit does not include 2 and 3 volume series, because they are technically completed, and they were ongoing. So fuck you. No. First, we're going to start off with the first manga I think I've ever bought, or at least the first or second manga I have ever purchased, and the first manga I ever finished. And that is Demon Slayer. So I think out of everything on my shelves, Demon Slayer was the first ongoing manga, new gen ongoing manga that I kept up with until it finished. Now, you'd think I'd be here to sing its praises, you know, considering it has, you know, a very special place in my heart, but I don't think this series is all that good. I do still think it's an amazing series. I think the Red Line District arc, the Mugen Train arc, and the Swordsmith Village arc are all very good arcs, but I think the arc after that definitely started to slow down. But I'm not here to talk about the series specifics. I'm here to talk about just every manga I've completed. I'm not going to go too far in depth about every manga, but, you know, give my opinions on why I decided to stick through it. And the reason why is because I wasn't at the time keeping up with really any other manga. If you guys were here for the beginning of my channel, you would see me pick up the latter half of this series every 2 months until it finished. And, you know, it was a nice little thing that kept me, I guess, into collecting manga because, you know, I started something and I wanted to finish something. You know, I have so many series that I need to finish. It's kind of daunting, but this series was one of my favorites at the time. And, you know, looking back on it as a whole, it's not the greatest thing I've ever read. But at 23 volumes, I think it is a very good length. And for those who want to get into manga and very battle shonen, action shonen manga, I think Demon Slayer is a very good choice. I think it's probably the most recommended choice for brand new manga readers, but I still absolutely recommend it. You know, people shit on it all the time. One, because it's popular. There are a group of people that just shit on it for being popular, which I don't understand. You can have your reasons for disliking it. That's what I won't shit on. But I shit on people that just hate on it for it being popular. I do still think this manga is very good, but it's just not my total cup of tea. It didn't check every single box I had for it. But, you know, it was still a very enjoyable ride at that, and with 23 volumes, I can't complain. I thought the ending was decent. I thought the ending was perfectly fine. I had no complaints with the ending, and overall, I just thought the series, you know, was, you know, a treat when I started collecting manga, and I do still think this manga has a very special place in my heart. But yeah, that is the first manga being Demon Slayer. Now, the second manga is the one I was talking about, me cheating a little bit, but it was technically ongoing. It had a release date, you know, every 2 months, and that is Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe. Now, I haven't read this yet. Well, relax, hold your horses. I haven't read it yet, but I'm gonna consider it completed. Well, it obviously is completed, but I love JoJo's. For those that don't know, and those that are new to this channel, hey, how you doing? My name's Plasm. You can call me Plam. JoJo's is my favorite manga of all time. If you guys want to see my top 10 favorite manga of all time, the video will be up here. It's a very recent video, but JoJo's holds a very, very, very special place in my heart. So when I heard this was getting English physicals and Rohan being like one of my favorite JoJo characters, like period, I had to pick it up. And with 2 volumes, it is, you know, it's a nice short read. It even has a Netflix adaptation and a brand spanking new live action that I think just came out in Japan, which is very cool. I have to say the actor for that looks like he did an amazing job, so props to him. But overall, I love JoJo's. I love everything Araki stands for, and this manga just looks amazing. After the recent JoJo Lands chapters, it's presumed the latter half of this series is taken part in the part 9 world, or at least part 7, 8, and 9's world, or at least I guess just say part 8 and 9's world. So I'm excited to see what Araki does with Rohan in JoJo Lands and how those series kind of all tie together. I'm very excited for that. I love Rohan. I love Araki. I'm very excited to dive into this. Since, you know, I'm a huge JoJo fan, I think these physical releases are absolutely insane. And, you know, Araki, I love you so much. I want to kiss you on the mouth. Now, next is a manga I never expected to enjoy, but when I did and started to read it, I was completely blown away. I was keeping up with it every time a volume came out. And only at 6 volumes, it's not a huge commitment, but one I would totally recommend to those that want a smaller commitment, but one that you just get so sucked into. That is Summertime Rendering. Summertime Rendering is a thriller mystery manga that I just thought checked all of my boxes when it comes to a thriller mystery manga. You know, you have chilling moments, you have super cool characters, very good action, well done art, and just a vibe that totally fits what the mangaka was trying to create. It totally fits the setting the mangaka was trying to create. I thought it was just phenomenal. I think I gave this like a 9.5, but like all around, like the only reason why I didn't give it a 10 because I don't think it matches up to all of my other 10s, because those 10s are phenomenal and have a very sentimental value to me, and this doesn't have the sentimental value part to it. So I only gave it a 9.5, but that doesn't mean the series was lacking. I thought the series was absolutely phenomenal. These are omnis, so 6 omnis, and they all have 2 volumes apiece, so it's technically 12 volumes, but at was it like 20 American dollars? Yeah, and like 26 Canadian dollars. It's not that bad of an investment, and you know, if you want something to really sink your teeth in, but not, you know, kind of chew on for too long, then definitely go check out Summertime Rendering. This series is so fucking good. It's so good. Oh, I swore talking about a manga because, you know, it's just so fucking good. It's so good. Summertime Rendering, phenomenal. And also these physical releases. Udon, if you're ever watching this, I don't know why you ever will be, but I love you so much. These physical releases are absolutely phenomenal. Crazy good. And, you know, I think, was it volume 1 to 3, or at least 1 and 2 came out at the exact same time, and after that I completely fell in love with the series. So I ended up keeping up with it as the series was coming out. So I ended up keeping up with volume 3, 4, 5, and 6, and it was just an amazing ride. It was an amazing thriller mystery ride, and I was so excited this manga was brought into my life, and I think you guys would be too if you were to ever check it out. But yeah, Summertime Rendering is just one of those very small series that I have ever completed. So yeah, the Summertime Rendering. All right, so next is another one of those cheater series I have in this video, but one I don't consider it to be cheating because it did have a release date for this series, and you know, it come out over the span of a year-ish, maybe 6 months, and that is Crazy Food Truck. Now, I am a sucker for food manga, and you know, it being in a post-apocalyptic world where food is kind of hard to come by, with the very interesting plot and you know, kind of fantasy-esque, sci-fi-esque world, I was so down for it. And this manga is just a W. This manga is a walking W. I think people hated on it too much. It's a super simple manga with a super simple plot line, but one that you can kind of like just sit back, relax, and enjoy the tomfoolery, the goofiness of the manga, and you know, just seriously enjoy it. It's all around an amazing series. I love it so much. Crazy Food Truck is so good. I'm so sad to see it go at 3 volumes. For those that don't know and have seen Akudama Drive, this is by the same creator as that. So if you're interested in that, I would definitely go recommend to pick this up because it's just good. I'm a sucker for food manga. Anything to do with food, I love so much. And you know, it having fucking food in the title, I had to pick it up. Like anything with food in it, I am instantly interested in, and this definitely did not disappoint. I have yet to read my volume 3, but it's a series I just loved so much because, you know, it's food. I'm a big boy. I like food. Next, we have, you guys know, as like one of my favorite mangas of all time, and that is Silver Spoon. I talk about this all the time, so I'm not going to talk about it too much in this video, but if you want something that's long, but not too long, at 15 volumes, I would absolutely recommend Silver Spoon. It's a relaxing yet motivational story that really teaches you a lot about the agriculture industry and just how to live as a human being and to understand more things around you, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's an amazing story. I love it so much. Made by the GOAT, Hiromu Arakawa. She just never stops with the bangers because this series is just so good. Oh, if you're a fan of Hiromu Arakawa and you want something that'll tell the story, but being fun and funny, definitely go check out Silver Spoon. It's so good. Next, we have another favorite of mine, one I just couldn't put down when I picked up. We have Dorohedoro. Now at 23 volumes, this is a long manga. This is a very long manga. And, you know, I loved every single volume. And not only was it an amazing read, they just look phenomenal. On a shelf, Dorohedoro just looks so unbelievably good. The kind of spreading covers, I guess I don't know if there's a word for it, from when the cover goes to the spine to the back. I don't know if there's a fucking word for it, but I call it connecting covers, I guess you could say, or connecting spines, whatever. There's no word for it, and it's kind of confusing to explain, but you guys know what I mean. And you know, the colors, they look so good. They pop on a shelf. It's just all around such an inviting manga to read, and one that you just straight up can't put down. So if you want something that'll take a toll on your wallet, but one that you will just become so infatuated with and just become so intrigued in the story, the characters, the power system, the plot line, like everything about this manga is just phenomenal. Again, with Summertime Rendering, I gave this manga a 9.5 out of 10 because it just doesn't stack up with my other 10s. It's just a phenomenal manga. Kyu Hiyashida, you are a god. I'd love to shake your hand. You are a legend. Dorohedoro is just one of those series that I don't think I'll ever sell or let go. Hell, and maybe in a year or two I'll go back and reread it because this series is just so good. I wish it never ended. But at 23 volumes, it's probably the perfect length for a really dark fantasy seinen manga. It's just read Dorohedoro, please, for the love of God. Read Dorohedoro. Swear to God. Next, we have a manga that just recently got an anime, and that's been blowing up recently, and that is Hell's Paradise. Now, I've been following this manga ever since it came out. Now, that doesn't mean I've been picking it up, but I remember the day the first volume came out, and when the last volume came out, and I currently have all the volumes. For those that don't know, and haven't been following this channel for a while, I had such a hard time getting my hands on volume 4 to the point where I don't ever do this, but I ended up skipping volume 4 and picking up everything after that, or at least what I can get my hands on, until volume 4 came back in stock because I wanted this manga so bad. And then volume 4 came back in stock and I was able to read everything, and this manga is so good. If you're interested, you can definitely go watch the anime. I believe the anime is only going to be like 2 seasons. At least I'd expect it to be 2 seasons, but who knows? You can definitely go check out the anime. The anime so far has been doing an amazing job of adapting the manga. But if you want something that looks very good on a shelf, and you know, if you want something straight from the source, definitely go check out Hell's Paradise because this manga is just so good. It's so good. I've been following this manga for years. I remember when the first volume went out of print, or at least out of stock, and you know, it coming back into stock, my heart dropping. I remember getting volume 4 on Amazon on a day I would never expect to get it, because it's just that one series I never expected to come back in stock. But it's like, it's stories like that that really get you connected to the manga you're reading and or collecting. I love, there's a story to every manga on this shelf. Hell, every volume on my shelf. It's amazing. It's an amalgamation of stories that I would just love to sit down and tell you guys. But I know you guys don't have limited time. I don't have unlimited time either. So, all I can say is read Hell's Paradise, or at least watch it, because this manga is just phenomenal. Now, the last manga we have is one I got for a good deal. I got secondhand. If you guys have seen my $200+ manga haul, or not manga haul, manga shopping vlog, you guys could definitely go watch that. I'll leave that up here. It was one of the mangas I've fully gotten for a very good price, and that is Sweetness and Lightning. At 11 volumes, this manga is quite short, but one I think tells a lovely story, a super cute, super bittersweet, wholesome, cute story that, really warms your heart. It really makes you wish for the characters, to lead a good, healthy life. For them to continue their good relationship as father and daughter. For those that don't know and have been reading or at least watching an anime called A Galaxy Next Door, that is by the same creator as this. I bought A Galaxy Next Door because it's the same creator as this, and we're not the same. We're not the same, all right? We're totally different. Sweetness and Lightning is a super impactful, sweet story about a father and daughter who lost their mother, I guess, to some illness, and just dealing with day-to-day life as a single father and a lonely daughter kind of bond over food. It's a lovely, lovely, lovely story, and a high school girl that kind of teaches them how to cook. It's an amazing manga. Again, it's food. Whoa, who would have fucking imagined I would have loved another food manga? But yes, this manga is amazing. If you want to get this, I definitely recommend it. I do think it is readily available, so it's not hard to get. But yeah, Sweetness and Lightning is just a series you need to pick up. But yeah, that does it for this video. What manga have you guys fully collected and completed? Please let me know down in the comments section below. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next video. Peace, take care, love y'all.